Live the words you speak. Live the love you seek. Live the words you speak. Live the love you seek. Live the words you speak. Live the love you seek. Live the words you speak. Live the love you seek. Live the words you speak. Live the love you seek. Live the words you speak. Live the love you seek. Live the words you speak. Live the love you seek. Live the words you speak. Life, truth bright, truth light. When the truth lights up for you, what you gonna do? When the truth lights up for you. One light, one love, one energy's connecting us all. We all are the mountain, we all are the sea. I'm you, and you are me. Love is all. Love's a creator. Love is all you need. Love. Take your time and say what I don't. Take your time to simply look inside. Take the time to simply get to know. Take the time to simply look inside. One life, one love, one truth, one hope. One day, we are all the creation of love, and like the perfect symmetry of the circle, we all return to love. Love is the creator, and everything in existence is an expression of that love. Love is where everything begins, and love is where everything ends. Our journey between creation and our journey's end is finding our way back to love. It's as simple as that. The awakening, the conscious shift that people are going through today is also about that. Finding our way back to the wisdom, the beautiful, perfect synchronicity, completeness of love. That is the message of the Sasquatch people. That is the message of many benevolent star nations, races, reintroducing us to ourselves. The heart is the filter. The heart is the creator. The heart is love. When we get back to being heartfelt, love-centered beings, this is when the magic will begin. And it has begun. It is ongoing. And to anybody who is experiencing it in whatever fashion, whatever messenger, whatever method they are uniquely experiencing it in, knows this to be absolute truth. And knows that the core, the very core of this absolute truth is love. When starting a story, it's always logically best to start at the beginning. But logic, the beginning, and time do not apply to the Sasquatch world in the same fashion that applies to ours. But for the sake of our understanding and our logic behind beginnings and stories, I will start at the beginning of my conscious understanding of when I got connected in with the Sasquatch. I think that when you have a family connection or some teaching connection, teacher-student relationship with the Sasquatch people, often there are connections that go back far beyond what we realize even could be past life connections. At the very least, they watch us long before they introduce themselves to us, generally. Or they can introduce themselves to us at a very young period in our life, and then reappear years later when the timing is right. Like I said, a story has a beginning, and for our understanding of a beginning, my understanding of my conscious connection with the Sasquatch people occurred in 2012 when I was walking my dogs at a local waterway, and suddenly I got an energetic, knowing mind speak, words in my head, however one wants to describe it, that said, go to the mountains. From that point on, one of the very core truths of the Sasquatch people, that truth about connections, how they connect people, how they connect you to the situations you need to enhance your journey, how they connect you to the people that need their journey enhanced by words that you can share. Just connections. If we are all one and all connected, why are we constantly trying to justify division? Our strength is in oneness. The Love Zap was, I guess, what one would call an epiphany, an awakening, a massive download. However one would describe it, it was the pivotal moment when I seemed to have all the aspects of the core truth given to me in one beautiful, life-changing download that I call the Love Zap. I've talked about it many times before, but if I'm going to talk about the core truths of the Sasquatch people, I would be remiss not to mention this, because as I said, it was when they brought all the elements of the core truths together in one big download, one big knowing. The Love Zap, life-changing, the reason that I focus on the core truths of the Sasquatch people today. This was the pivotal moment. Listen to the whispers of love carried on the wind. Listen to love in the joyous song of the bird, in the rustle of the leaves, in the energy I feel for you, and you feel for me. And we feel for everything. Jenny Jablonski. Hi, how you doing, Jenny?
Hey, I'm great, thanks.
So I'm doing this core truth video on the Sasquatch about their message and about raising one's vibrations and the conscious shift and all that stuff. And right now, I'm working on the foundation of the core truth, which is love, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I was to ask you to put love and the Sasquatch people in the same sentence in a thought or an idea or in some way, what would you say? And maybe more than a sentence, but like a brief summation of how you would combine those two.
What's coming through, I've never been asked this question before, but what's coming through is it's a vibration that we all hold within us that can be achieved or attained consciously in our conscious incarnate experience when we give ourselves permission to remember the truth of who we are, and we allow ourselves to heal the wounds that we have accumulated that prevent us from accessing and emanating those frequencies. And when we do, we achieve not only a level of awareness, but we begin to embody our soul, which gives us a greater gosh, the word, let's like a faith, a knowing, a foundation of the truth of the core essence of our soul, and that is frequency and energy. And to learn, and what I feel that's being shown to me right now is that the message and the teachings of the Sasquatch are how to embody this energy and how to consciously and with integrity emanate and utilize these frequencies for the betterment of all mankind.
Lady Rajase is the daughter of clan leader Ari. And my first conscious contact with the Sasquatch people she was the individual who graced me, blessed me, upgraded me, however you want to say it, with the amazing Love Zap experience. Life transcending, life changing. The very foundation was set on that day for what I am doing today, sharing the core truths of the Sasquatch people. And it's an honor, it's a blessing, it's fulfilling for me, and it is a drive to share this message with everyone who has the heart and the ears to listen. Because these core truths are everything about our transition ship, everything about us taking that next quantum leap, joining our cosmic family. On the day in question, I was walking back after visiting a gifting area close by, and I was making my way back to my vehicle, when suddenly I heard a rustling in the brush just off to my immediate right, and I had an instant knowing that it was Rajase. These knowings are hard to describe, except that they're an energetic message that to me is more concrete than the spoken or the written word. There's just that knowing. It's one of those things that's really hard to describe unless you've experienced it, but it's energy based, and it's there's just no question. You just know. And so I knew that it was Rajase off into the brush just off to my right. Suddenly and instantaneously, I was zapped with the most amazing, loving, deep, universal energy I could ever imagine. It hit me hard. It was powerful, omnipotent, and yet it also hit me with a velvet hammer, because there was no transition. It was from my previous state to an instantaneous state of bliss, knowing, enlightenment, revelation, however one would describe it. That is what I felt. I knew instantly that what I was feeling was from the universal source, because the love was so vast and so deep and so pure. I just knew. There was no questioning that. I felt connected to everything. All the core truths were presented to me as a gift. And I realized them all at the time, and they are still the foundation of what I am doing and what I continue to share. I instantly knew that I was an eternal being. I had no fear, core truth. I had no judgment, core truth. I did not buy into the lie of separation, core truth. It was a pure and complete state, the perfect state of love. I remember thinking in that perfect state of bliss, or not even thinking, feeling from my heart would be more descriptive. This was the moment when I changed from head thinking to heart thinking. I felt an integral connection to everything. From the smallest bug to the tallest, mightiest sequoia, everything was connected. Everything was equal in love, without the criteria of judgment. I literally had no questions or the need to formulate any. And so, like I said, all the core truths that I am going to be talking about in this series were all presented to me on that day, in that moment, in that love zap, in that gift. This catalyst, consciously the most intense and important teaching day, because it opened up everything for me. Everything was gifted, like I said, to me on that very day, that very moment. And I remember thinking, not only did I know I was an eternal being, not only did I feel the love and the source of the universe, the connection, I knew without question, a big knowing without question, that this was why the Sasquatch people, teachers and guides, are here at this precise moment in our human evolution, this critical moment. This is exactly why they're here, because this is the key. These core truths, breaking out of the cycle of lies, the cycle of thinking we're separated, being controlled by fear. All these things cannot exist when one embraces and understands this heart truth, our true nature. And so this love zap showed me without question that this is the answer to the conscious shift that we people, that we humans, that our race can innately feel happening. This is why all the magic is coming forth. This is why the veils are thinning. This is the reason why, because we're undergoing a conscious shift. And the answer is love. And the answer is raising our vibrations. And I remember when I drove away from that beautiful, life-changing experience, and for probably a good half hour or so, all I could say was, oh my, oh my, oh my. and I was weeping unabashedly, tears rolling down my cheeks. All I could say were those two words over and over. Such was the profound nature and impact of that moment then and now, and even more so now. So, love is the answer. Love is where everything is birthed. And it is a privilege, it is an honor, and it is something that drives me, because this is the time. This is our time. And we have to take over. We have to realize that we are powerful. We are one. We are love. We are connected. We are not divided. We are not judgmental. We are eternal. And all of those things that have been kept from us, all that knowledge that will bring us together, is coming together.
Don't know how to describe it, but I would describe it. Love came out of the blue, engulfed me with a woo, 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 woo. I got a big time note from meeting you, as often in we're all one, we're all brothers under the sun. We gotta live together, that's the way. Gotta learn to love, gotta learn how. Play, play, play nice, play, learn light, learn peace, learn truth, learn faith, no fear or strain, no judgment, no. Love is light, coming bright